Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how I cut and sew very simple and unique blouse. So folding my material into two, the back and the front, and I mark where I'm going to sew my zip on with 2 inches. So half length of this blouse is 15 inches plus 1 inch to sew. Shoulder is 15 inches divided by 2 plus sewing allowance. Armhole is 9 inches. Armhole 9 inches. Bust is 40 inches. Divided by 4 will give me 10 inches plus sewing allowance. Plus for sewing. So I mark. Under bust is 32 inches. Divided by 4. Then I add sewing allowance. Neckline is 3 inches. And I will cut the back with 1/2 inch and the front with 4 inches. I'm going to cut. Then I cut the back with 1/2 inch. Then the neckline is 3 inches. Where I'm going to sew my dart on, I measure from the center 4.5 inches. So I'm going to cut the down. So I place the material on top table, fold into 2. I'm going to cut the back side. I mark where I'm going to sew zip on. So I measure 6 inches, 6 inches, 6 inches all round. So the back and the front measurement is not the same. I'm going to remove 15 inches from the waist, that is the half length, then measure down 36 inches. After removing the 15 inches, so I measure 21 inches plus 15 inches, it will give me 36 inches. The back measurement is 36 inches. So I remove 15 inches, it will remain 21 inches. So this middle I just measure is 19 inches. So this is the side, I measure 17 inches. 17 inches on the side. I place my tape on the middle, I measure 19 inches. Then the back is 21 inches before I cut. This is the back. I'm going to cut the front shortly. After finish cutting the back. So I'm going to cut the front. The front is 25 inches while the back is 36 inches. The back is 36 inches, the measurement, and the front is 25 inches. Hope you understand my explanation. So for the front, I'm going to cut 2 pieces for the front because I'm going to add plenty on the front, not the back. So removing 15 inches from the waist, then I measure 10 inches plus sewing allowance. Placing my tape here, I measure 15 inches. Then the side I measure 17 inches after removing 15 inches. That is for the upper part. So the back and the front, they are not the same measurement. So removing 15 inches like this, then I measure 17 inches, 15 inches here. Then the side is 17 inches, while the front is 10 inches plus sewing allowance. I add about 2 to 3 inches for the sewing. So I finished cutting one side of the front, and I'm going to cut the second one. So I'm going to place the first front I cut on top, then I cut exactly the same way I cut the first one. So I'm going to cut the sleeve. Sleeve is 25 inches, then I mark 2 inches to hem. Round sleeve is 9 inches, divided by 2 will give me 4.5 inches, plus sewing. I add sewing allowance. After finish sewing the round sleeve, I'm going to sew the lining and the flared together. This is the front flared. This lining, I'm going to use it to turn the down of the flare and the two sides. So I'm going to sew like this all the way to the other end. So after finished sewing, I'm going to turn. I will bring the right side out and iron. So I'm going to prepare the top. I'm going to use the lining to turn the neck and the two sides of the front, and I will do the same to the back side. I'm going to place my material on top like this and sew the neck and the two sides. And I will do exactly the same to the back side, placing the lining on top the main material, then sew the neck and the side, and where I'm going to sew zip on. This is after sewing. It will now look like this, sewing the two sides. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm not going to overlock. If you have overlock at home, you don't need to sew the two sides with lining. I'm going to add that. This is how I fold my material before sewing that on it. This is the front. I fold one part to the right and the other side to the left before I mark where I'm going to sew that on. So I measure from bottom up 5 inches like this. I measure like this 5 inches. Place my tape like this and measure 5 inches. I'm going to do the same to the back side. This is where I'm going to sew zip on. I measure like this, the way I place my tape, and I mark 6.5 inches from down up. So this is after sewing. I finished sewing that on the back and the front. This is the back. So after I finish doing that, I'm going to join the shoulder. I place the two right sides together and use one of the lining to cover it up and sew. After sewing the shoulder, then I iron. I'm going to sew the sleeve on it now. I'm going to plait on the shoulder. I finish sewing the sleeve on it. I'm going to join the two sides. I measure the round sleeve, bust and under bust. So after finish sewing, I'm going to join the flared and the top together. Remember, I'm going to plait on the front of the blouse. This is the front. This is the front of the blouse. So I'm done joining the flare and the top together. So this is how it looks like. I'm going to sew zip on the back. So I'm done with my sewing. Finished fixing zip on the back. This is the front. So I'm done with it. Give it a light ironing. I'm done sewing. As you can see, this is the front. Let me show you the back. This is the back. The back is long. Finish sewing the zip on it. This is the side. This is the side. This is the back. This is the back area. This is the side. And the front with long sleeve. So this is it. And this is the skirt for this beautiful blouse. If you have not watched the skirt, I have uploaded it. Please go and check it out. This is it. This is it, guys. As always, please share this video, share to friends, share to families. And if you are new, please subscribe and remember the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload new ones. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.